Fiancé dumped me because she thought I was acting irrational. My worries were confirmed as valid today. Me, male 30, and my fiancé, female 29, were love-struck when we found each other, together over 2.5 years. She got out of an abusive relationship which traumatized her because he SA'd her while she was in the progress of moving out. He's in prison, BTW. She clung to me and loved me as I essentially agreed we should move into together, as we were both needed to leave our prior residences at that time. The first year was amazing, and I promised her on her anniversary that if we were still together next year, I'd propose. The year went by, and sure enough, I proposed, and she happily accepted. She had a son from the man in her abusive relationship who I took on as my own, reading stories, diaper shopping, and babysitting. I encouraged her to go back to school so that she could finish up her bachelor's, which she was in the progress of doing. The sooner she could graduate, the quicker we could get married because I didn't want to disrupt her financial aid. Then, of course, what I'm gathering is the common unfortunately, she met a male classmate of hers. Now, at first she only mentioned him in passing because we share the same name. Then the semester rolls around and they're planning each other's schedules to line up. I'm not worried, and am, in fact, happy she found a new friend since her trust issues skyrocketed after the SA. But worries began after each and every day she'd constantly talk about him. I was concerned, but was told he's bisexual and likes to dress in women's clothes. Admittedly, I was relieved a little, but residue of worry still remained. Roll around to the next semester, and they have to go on a required field trip. She drives, but takes her male friend with her along with a few others. I'm left alone, and suddenly, after the first day, something within me set off an alarm. Nothing evident, but in my heart I was disturbed for some reason. I start checking up on her and she gets back to me every couple hours or so. By the time her trip is over and she returns home, she comes home with a plushie, which she said she bought herself. She's elated, not in a way where she is glad to be home, but instead like she had a boost in spirits. My anxiety got the best of me, and I ask if she has any feeling towards her friend. She says no, and the classic, he's just a friend, and that she's into masculine guys, me, I guess, and not feminine. My worries subside a little, but after about a month I check her phone. She's got Snapchat, something she never had before. She says she just likes the filters, but guess who her #1 texter is? I grow more concerned. Now she's changing her style, sending him pictures, none of which I got BTW, and starts going over to his place with friends. Not sure if there were any, but I told her to be back by 9 and she flips asking me if I want to come just to show me that there's nothing going on. I just let her go and say, it'd be safe if you got home before dark. She comes home an hour later and says that he and his love interest, though I'm not sure if there was any, are hitting it off. I shrug and say cool. The weeks progress and they're texting more and more. She's coming home later from school while I'm babysitting, and I find out on her phone she's having lunch with this guy every day, and he's sending her goodnight texts. Also, for her birthday, he got her stocking and a dress. They frequently talk about sex items, but our love life is great and rocking. However, she's lost all want to cuddle and goes straight to bed. By now, I'm having panic attacks on my drive home. I start working out to relieve the stress, but it does nothing. The guy is invited to her son's birthday party, and while I'm talking with her folks and cooking, she's off with him talking. Before I leave the party to pack up, she tells me bye, while the two are left alone. In my head, I believe men and women can be friends, but am weighed down by the worry every day. We re-signed our lease after I asked her if everything is okay. She confirms yes, but school has been stressing her, so she's not as available as she can be for me. Cut to her one day being very agitated. I assume it's from school. I go out shopping, come home, and like she always does, as soon as I show up, she puts her phone down. I go out back to feed the dog, and by the time I come in, I see hearts on her phone. Or what I thought were hearts until ask her what was that. She begrudgingly tosses her phone, her password changed BTW, and I say, you can tell me the truth. I don't want to search on my own. She says forgets it, and says she needs to give her son a bath. By the time it's done, she sits me down and says, I'm thinking about calling it. I was distraught with tears, left for the weekend to my folks and come back after. She's waiting and says to me in short, you need someone who can give you more attention. Then she leaves to pick up her son. From there on, we're moving out. I sleep on the couch, and guess who is packing her things? Her male friend. She blames me for not helping, even though I offered. And I try to leave everything as amicable as I can since her trauma from the last time she dumped someone. I get the dog, she keeps her kid, and she offers to let me say bye, which I do, and give him a hug. After that, we only talk about the dog for a few weeks, and then I cut contact completely. Now, 4 months later, I see, to no surprise, she's in a relationship with the guy. I'm not even jealous of him, he's super young, eyes narrow as fuck. And when he thought he was having heart palpitations while helping her pack her things, I check his heart rate, former EMT, and he's okay. The only thing I hate about the guy is he knew we were in a relationship and still made an effort to attract my ex. As for her, I've gone from sadness to anger, and now simply put, pity. I've come to realize she's the one that's fucked in the head, deflecting everything towards her trauma. I pity her son, which I still love, and her family is awesome and are still friends with me on Facebook. But now I feel scarred. I want to date again, eventually. However, now I feel like my guard is going to be up for every relationship now, since I truly thought there is no way she could ever do something like what she did. I felt like I won the lottery with her, and now I'm alone feeling like I overreacted, even though logically the signs were there but I could never perceive why. Was I too messy, ugly, selfish, paranoid even? It matters not now. I just want to be the best going forward, as I have found new work, a new place, and am losing weight and getting fitter. That gym bro grind. I know now what to look for, but going forward I fear any relationship I have where she has a male friend after our relationship is going to be a red flag for me. I have an appointment coming soon for therapy to resolve these issues, and looking at the dating market now, prospects and hopes are abysmal and next to none. Sorry for the essay, but TLDR, I gave my girlfriend trust and she threw it back in my face and betrayed me, confirming my worst worries, and I feel scarred by it. What do you guys think? Let's discuss in the comments. Follow and like for more stories.